What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Piece It Together podcast in person, episode 7. So, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about 3 of our favorite minor characters in One Piece. Sit back, relax, grab your straw hats. Let's talk about One Piece.
Wealth, fame, power. Gold Roger, the king of the pirates, attained this and everything else the world had to offer, and his dying words drove countless souls to the sea. You want my treasure? You can have it. I left everything I gathered together in one place. Now you just have to find it. These words lured men to the Grand Line in pursuit of dreams greater than they'd ever dared to imagine. This is the time known as the Great Podcast Era. Come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams. Together we will find everything that we're looking for. One Piece.
So, Bri, favorite minor characters. Do you want to start off on this wonderful, wonderful topic that we're going to be talking about today, or do you want me to start off?
We can start off. And I would love to start off by saying we have to come to an agreement on what minor characters are.
Okay.
Some people would say that Boa Hancock is a minor character.
Yep. Spoilers,
That's
she's one of my
crazy.
honorable mentions.
That's crazy that Boa Hancock is
A minor character.
a minor character.
Being your favorite character, of course.
She is definitely a top 3, top 5
Yeah.
favorite character. First cosplay I ever had to get from One Piece had to be Boa Hancock.
And figures. If you've watched the previous episodes, you will know that she has a Boa Hancock figure. She has a Boa Hancock cosplay. By far, I would say Boa Hancock's probably your favorite character.
And this is the debut of the second cosplay. It's a cosplay
Hey.
swimsuit from Amazon, I think.
And then I think your cosplay looks absolutely super. Because I'm playing as the one and only Frankie.
I ship it.
Yeah.
I ship it.
Ship
Frankie and Robin.
Yes.
Yep.
For sure. So, you talk about what is a minor character. So, in my terms, a minor character is somebody who isn't like on the Straw Hat crew and who isn't very prevalent in majority of the development of the Straw Hats, or who isn't part of like the development of One Piece itself. Like Law, I would not consider a minor character. He isn't a Straw Hat, but he's not a.
But he's a captain. He's a
He's-
doctor. We got his whole
He's
big backstory.
in like 4 of the arcs out of
Yeah.
like the 7 arcs. He's in 4 of them.
And I feel like if you know a character's backstory very in depth, they're kind of not a side character. Like, but I
Yeah.
feel like there's the 3
Ooh.
children from Usopp's village, right?
Yes.
The little onion kid and like the other 2, you know.
Yeah.
Those are minor characters, 100%. Django, minor character.
So to go back on what you just said, the backstory. I actually have a statement piece. So One Piece is so rich in story that even the minor characters feel like they could have their own shows. For instance, The Adventures of Chef Zeph.
Yeah.
He could do a whole show on Chef Zeph.
Yeah, definitely a minor
Or
character.
how about
Even though he did have a big thing happen, like, you know what I mean? You don't see what his life was like as a child. You don't see what he's doing
Exactly.
while Sanji's out. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
He's
yeah.
kind of just chilling. He's retired.
Before he met Sanji, he was a captain who was feared.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
was considered like as feared as Brook.
Yeah. It's kind of like if any of you have ever heard of Rurouni Kenshin, there's also a side story
Yes.
that it's like a totally different story, but it's the
Yeah.
same one.
You talking about?
Batosai the Manslayer.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have the second Ronin Kenshin, right, with his daughter.
Oh my god, no, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they do. I think it's Ronin Kenshin. No, it's Inuyasha.
Oh,
Sorry.
Inuyasha?
It's Inuyasha.
I think I did hear
But
about a season for that coming out.
Going back to what I was saying, minor characters could have their own story because of how Oda has written them. Even Boa Hancock's like rise to becoming a warlord could be a story.
Yeah.
So Oda's put so much story into One Piece that even the minor characters have more
Could have their
story.
own show.
Well, yes, but they have more story than some of the major characters.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, because I want to know what Brooks' life was like when he was a child. Because he called Gold Roger a rookie.
just to clarify, when I said like the major characters, I mean major characters in other animes. because Oda has gone so far in his anime that the minor character stories have more story than major characters in other animes.
Yeah.
Like, it's
That's
crazy.
100% true.
Yeah.
Like,
Spike and Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I
his
know
backstory.
so much more about Arlong than I would for, like, that girl that dresses in all white. Shino, I think, from Dead Man Wonderland.
Yeah, from Dead Man
I
Wonderland.
don't know very much about her at all, and she's one of the main characters of the show.
She's one of the main characters. But Oda has done this. Like, all right, spoilers for one of my guys. But one of my guys, Oda included his Zodiac.
Who?
One of the guys that I'm about to talk about, one of my favorite minor characters, Oda included his Zodiac.
Well, My Hero Academia does that. It gives you cards of their Zodiac, their blood type, their favorite food.
Yeah, My Hero's one of the ones that they actually go out in the story.
I love that so much.
But just to start it off, my the first pick I did for a minor character is I picked Zeph, of course. Like, I'm a chef. If you've watched me, if you know anything, I'm a chef.
I actually painted this.
Yep. I don't know. It might be blurry because it's picking up my face. Sorry if it's blurry. We'll put up an image.
We'll put a picture.
Yeah, we'll put up a picture like right here.
Pretty proud of it though.
Yeah, and like I said, my first one I chose for a favorite character is Zeph. His he appears in episode 20 in the Brate. I know I pronounced that name right. Go ahead and correct me.
Fine. I'll give it to you.
He was very influential to Sanji. So it was kind of like weird to put him as a minor character because of how influential he is to Sanji.
He was his real father.
He's only in the Barate arc, and then he's very rarely mentioned again, other than the fact that
when people come back in there to be like, "Where's Sanji?" and they're like, "Oh, he left."
Or when Sanji gets a new wanted poster.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see a flashback to Zeph, or you see Zeph look at like Shanks looks at Luffy's, and then he's such a memorable character that even 1,000 episodes later, we still know his name. Like, that's crazy to me that we still Zeph's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You still know his name. 1,000 episodes is a lot of episodes, a lot of time. So that's crazy that you can still remember his name after because of how influential he was, how his backstory was. He cut off his right leg and ate it so Sanji could be alive when they got stranded on the island. And
I feel like they did very well in the live action for that.
Yes. Fun fact. The reason he cut off his right leg is because his left leg is the one that gives him support whenever he kicks. Because he's a kicker just like Sanji. And that's how he taught Sanji how to fight. That's why Sanji only kicks with his feet. So he's always been like a father figure to Sanji. Like, he raised Sanji.
I have to call you out on this, though.
What?
Because there are some really cute pre-time skip moments. You know, we love honoring pre-time skip moments.
Yes, of course.
So wholesome. But there's a moment where Sanji says that my hands are only for cooking, right? Yeah. He doesn't use his fist. So I'm thinking of multiple things. Okay, I'm gonna start over. So there's this thing I saw where Sanji says he only uses his hands for cooking.
Yep.
And later on, you see him later, he's in a three-way fight. It's like Monster Trio, I think. It's probably him, Zoro, and Luffy. And he's using his hands to punch them in the face.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, he be scrapping a little bit. He can get a little rowdy, you know.
The person that taught him that rule was Zeph, I think. That your hands are only used for cooking. Yeah. That's why Zeph kicks. He doesn't use his fist. He doesn't want to play his fist up.
He's a prince type, so he has to have nice, soft hands, you know.
Yeah, it's for the ladies, for the women.
To caress their cheek.
Oh my goodness. Another fun fact is Zeph, when Luffy first received his first ever bounty, Zeph put it on his wall in the restaurant as Employee of the Month. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, because that's my first one. Zeph's great. You learn so much about Zeph.
He's an amazing guy. I mean, if Sanji's gonna be the best chef in the whole world, and that was the guy that trained him,
he's gotta learn from the best.
Mm-hmm. And he's a fighting chef too. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like,
he was a captain of it, yeah. And
Luffy was not gonna let that go. He was like, "You are part of my crew now. I refuse your refusal."
Zeph and one other person are the only people that's ever seen like the All Blue. So like Zeph knows where the All Blue is. So that was his whole dream, and he gave that dream to Sanji.
He saw the All Blue?
Zeph has been to the All Blue.
I don't know.
I researched it. That's what the research said.
Is it in the manga?
I don't know. That's what the research said. It said Zeph and one other person is the only people that have seen the All Blue.
I watched live action and I've watched it in dub.
Yeah.
But I feel like he couldn't find it because, he got his leg hurt and he found his purpose doing the chef stuff and everything that. And so he kind of passed his dream on.
It said verbatimly.
To Sanji.
It said verbatimly, Zeph told somebody else where the All Blue was. Because Zeph knows the location of the All Blue. He's been there. That's what my research told me. It was one of the fun facts that I had for him.
Well, he wouldn't tell Sanji anyway, and if he did, that would be cheating. Yes. You gotta find it yourself.
Exactly. It would ruin the fun. You want to go to your first favorite?
Okay, yes.
Of the 3 characters?
So, I tried to pick some things that were like really like off the wall, kind of like
always.
Yeah, like what's the word? Obscure. I tried to pick some obscure characters. Okay.
Non-mainstream.
Right.
Characters.
Right. Because like I said, I think Boa Hancock's pretty mainstream. Yeah. But I love her. Like she's popular. She's like a personality. She's
mainstream to you.
Okay, yeah. I'm partial. Whatever. But my first favorite minor character, Bartolomeo.
Oh, he's in my honorable mentions.
I love Bartolomeo.
Yeah. Oh, the pen?
Yeah. Sorry. Mr. Luffy.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to be punched by Robin or something like that. I don't know. There's this thing where he's like so starstruck by Robin, and then she just looks at him and she goes like gives him a wink or something. I don't know. She like did something that he wanted, and it's so cute. But yeah, I would probably be a part of that ship. I would definitely be a part of his crew. I actually shouted that at the voice actors whenever we attended their panel because I was like, I'd be on Bartolomeo's crew. I'd be on the fan crew for sure. Like, I'll definitely be there for assistance. I'll be there in the wars, but I don't want to be on the main ship that they're targeting at, trying to get away. I'm gonna slip through the cracks like Buggy. You know what I mean?
Bartolomeo, is he a captain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Bartolomeo.
Yes, it's called the Barto Club.
Oh, yes. Club. Yes, they're fans.
But what's so crazy about their ship is that they have like a mini version of the Mary kind of on their ship, but then on the front of their ship they have Luffy as the front of their ship. I forgot what they call that. But the
is it Luffy doing like this?
Yes, right he's like this or he's like that. I don't know, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Leave it at him do that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he had to create it in his likeness. They're obsessed.
So do you what devil fruit does Bartolomeo have?
Barrier fruit.
Barrier fruit.
Yeah, and he does like this.
Oh, and then because I remember he punched somebody in the face with that at one point, didn't he? Mm-hmm. He did like a barrier on his fist. He went and then just punched him in the ground. Which that sounded like the ultimate technique.
That's him using his devil fruit into his armament hockey. I bet.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the upgrades.
Yeah, that's probably what that is. Invincible fist.
Yeah. So Bartolomeo is one of my favorite, and I think it's so funny too, just to mention that I love Boa Hancock and Bartolomeo, and both of them are obsessed with Luffy. Like, they're both fighting over, like, Luffy. They're just like, Luffy, can I cook you anything? And it's like, I got this for you, you know?
Hey, you want a Mr. Luffy pin? Yeah.
This country is now governed by Mr. Luffy.
I love Bartolomeo.
All right, I'm going to start off with my next one.
Go ahead.
My next one is Nojiko.
Sorry. Yes. Do you know what episode he was first introduced in or no?
I don't.
We'll put it like down here, and let y'all know what episode he was originally introduced in. We'll do that. That way you know like when you can expect him. Because he's a great character. He's a great minor character. But anyway, sorry. Carry on.
Okay. So the next one's Nojiko. Nojiko is Nami's sister, her adopted sister.
So she was introduced in like episode 3.
Early as crap. That's the first arc. Everybody gonna know that one. That's it's not the first arc because the first arc was Luffy and then it was
first arc's 4 episodes long.
Yeah, right. So, but Arlong Park arc it starts around episode 37, I believe.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the first big major like fighty kind of arc, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and he had like 4 crewmates at the time because he had Zoro and Usopp,
Nami, not Sanji or Chopper yet, right?
I think he might have had Sanji.
Oh.
Yeah, did. Because Usopp came before.
The walk.
Yeah.
And Sanji was part of
the
walk.
I remember them. Yeah. Okay. So Nojiko. I like Nojiko a lot.
Yep.
Because, and I think they portrayed her very well in the live action.
Yeah,
I really liked it. They did good with that tattoo. Like she just looked very good. Like I knew who she was immediately. You know what I mean?
In the anime, I thought that she looked like too much like her sister. I know they're both adopted by different families, right?
Yeah.
In the anime, I think they look too much alike. In
they
live
do
action,
extremely look. Yeah.
the live action actually, like you can tell they don't look alike at all.
It. How do I put this? It really accentuates the fact that they are adopted sisters.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I was looking for in the anime, and I didn't know they were adopted sisters until they actually said something. But in the live action, you can tell, like, oh yeah, they're definitely adopted.
Right, but then of course, people that are raised together, you know, once you live together with somebody for a long time, you kind of drop the adopted part and you just kind of go with family. Sister. So I mean, it's easy for some people to forget. So yeah. But I really enjoy what they did with that. I love it absolutely, and I love their relationship that they have, and about how like, just as her character, like she knew that Nami was doing this for a reason, that she wouldn't be acting this way and turning her back on the village, that there had to be a reason. Exactly. But she didn't tell the rest of the village, and she pretended to hate her sister along with everybody else because it was to keep everybody on the island safe. Nami was making a very big sacrifice, and her sister knew that, and her sister ended up protecting the Straw Hat crew when they came to Arlong Park.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'll go with my next favorite one, which is Crocus. He's the doctor that protects Laboon.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was gonna be.
I think I'm pronouncing. Sorry if I pronounce his name wrong. That's just
definitely a minor character because I want to know what his life was like before. Like, what did he do? Show me Whitebeard era.
We know what his life was before.
He was on a pirate crew.
He was
the doctor,
the pirate crew.
Gold Roger.
He was Gold Roger's doctor.
I knew that, but I briefly forgot because I'm on camera. My bad.
Yes, he's Gold Roger's doctor, which I actually go into. So his first appearance is in episode 62 in the Reverse Mountain arc.
Absolutely.
Laboon's
Couldn't forget, he's got this peacock-looking head.
He's actually based off of a flower that looks like him. It's called the crocus flower.
Cute.
Yes. I really like him because he's a doctor like Chopper, and I like two things: doctors like Chopper, and chefs.
He's taking care of the baby. And
exactly.
If you're a breeder, if you're a pet person, I love you. Laboon with Brooke.
So he's taking care of Laboon because Laboon's going crazy. He's trying to go through the mountain because that's where Brooke is, right? And he was such a nice guy that he even took a cannonball from Mr. Nine to protect Laboon. So he's a tough guy, a geezer. And you have to understand, when you're watching One Piece through, you don't know who Crocus is. So to me, it's kind of baffling that Oda released somebody who was on the Pirate King's ship
that early in the show.
In episode 62 of the anime. Like, that's super early in the anime.
But we just got player knowledge.
That is true. We have player knowledge.
Yeah. We don't have, like, the omnipotent Oda knowledge. We just got player knowledge. We just know what the Straw Hats know.
Yes, exactly. One thing that I loved about Crocus is, like, when he was talking to Luffy, and he was very, like, crass, I guess is the right word for it. Not rude.
Like grumpy?
Yeah, grumpy. Like, he's an old man. He's like 54 years old, I think.
But the thing you're not mentioning, though, is the long gag of him going, dun 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 dun, where like his face, and it was just quiet for so long. Yeah. And then he goes back to his book.
I was just about to get to that. Exactly what I was just about to get to.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah.
Well, what do you have to say about it?
So you'll find this very interesting. Fun fact, Crocus's birthday is June 5th, and he's a Gemini.
Well, of course he's a Gemini if we have the same birthday.
Yeah. I thought that was crazy.
That is
his
crazy.
Birthday is the same day
as yours. And he takes
yours.
care of Laboon.
Yep.
We're kindred spirits.
I know, right?
We're homies.
That's awesome. But yeah, it's crazy that he was on Roger's Gold D. Rogers ship. So he's been to Laugh Tale.
Yeah, absolutely.
If
you go back and look in Wano, I bet you'll see his shadow somewhere.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You'll see the flashback episodes of him being on the ship and everything. It's crazy. That's my but that's it for my second person, Crocus.
Okay, so the other character that I want to mention that I really like. First of all, I'm gonna say Bon Clay. I don't feel like he's a major character. I mean, minor character. I don't feel like Bon Clay is a minor character. I think he is a major character. I mean, he has like 2 really prominent arcs. He's first introduced in episode like 324? No, 432. He's introduced in episode 432, and he becomes friends with Luffy in the Alabasta arc. But anyway, moving on. I really like Dadan, the one that raised Luffy. The redheaded woman.
So just to be clarified, Bon Clay is an honorable mention for you?
He is an honorable mention, yes.
Okay. And your third or second favorite? Which one is it? Second or third favorite?
This is my first, second. This is my third favorite.
This is your third favorite?
Yeah.
Is Dadan?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Dadan. The mountain bandit. The one that took all the kids that Garp just kicked on her doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
Yo!
Mm-hmm. I was waiting for the cue. I was looking at you. I was like, "We're about to do this." Yo. Yeah.
Okay. So I love Dadan. She's an absolute amazing person. Love her. Next person that I want to mention. By the way, Dadan. She first came in at episode 324, which is crazy. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That was all Luffy's childhood, and we didn't hear about her until like 324. It's crazy. But this is all the way back in season 1, episode 18. Gaimon, the Jack in the Box.
Gaimon?
Yeah, that guy that fell into the chest, and he just kind of like.
Can he not get out of the chest?
I think he could, but now his legs are so used to it that he just couldn't live life any other way.
Is he like
I think he's kind of like chosen.
Sorry to derail you. Is he like Rock Lee? If he took off the chest, you think he'd be like super fast or something? That'd be funny. I'm just.
I have no idea.
He gets
I feel
superpowers because
maybe it would either be that or he'd be really weak.
Yeah.
But his feet might be really, really strong if they had to like hold him up and like move little toes to get around and stuff.
He's such a lovable character.
He is. And Luffy was trying to be nice by saying that this treasure's mine. He like changed his attitude so quick, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm not coming down. You know, this is mine. We claim it. You can't see it." He's like, "They're empty, ain't they?" So sad. He didn't want to tell him.
I know. He's trying to protect him, like Luffy does best.
And he's like, "That is the sweetest thing." They ate food together, and they were all okay.
He's a lovable character.
He's got all those animals on the island. But that was episode 18. Crazy.
18's his first appearance.
Yep.
That's absolutely crazy.
So, to go over everything, that's Bartolomeo. Can't remember what episode he's from. We've got Nojiko, which is in Arlong Park.
Yep.
Dadan is 324.
Yep.
Gaimon is 18, and Bon Clay is 432.
Okay. That's all your minor.
That's all my favorite minor characters.
My last one is minus my honorable mentions being Boa Hancock and Bon Clay and Bartolomeo.
Laboon.
Oh, Laboon, yeah. All of those, of course, those are like favorites. The Mary. I don't know. The Mary's not a minor character.
I don't know exactly.
Mary's not a minor character. This woman right here, she is not a minor character, or they, or I don't know. I don't want to genderize the ship, but yeah, the Mary's not a minor character at all.
I mean,
that's like saying the Sunny's a minor character. No one would say the Sunny's a minor character, but
I don't know. I don't know. Some people, it's a road you got to walk on. You teeter a little. I don't know.
People are gonna say, well, they're ships. They can't be characters. The Sunny's a character.
The Mary's a character.
The Mary is a character. They're both characters. They both have prominent characterizations that they can. They might not be able to speak per se.
If you don't watch One Piece, you don't get it.
Yeah, they are. Like, the Mary had a soul.
It's like when you carry a teddy bear around that you talk to and listens to all your problems and you love that thing. Or like when a kid has a blanket they don't ever want to get rid of. Or like a favorite baby doll. Like.
Yeah. And then the Sunny turned into...
okay.
Don't care. But my third...
I'm going to just look at my amazing One Piece bag. I'm just going to look at this and admire it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have an AirPod case with the Sunny on it.
Because we couldn't find one with the Mary, unfortunately.
Right.
But,
it's One Piece.
I love that bag.
It's the best.
Bag, yeah.
And look, this thing moves. I'm sorry. I'm
On
so
today's
excited
episode,
about this.
we're gonna have a review of the One Piece bag.
It's just so fitting to be dressed like Robin and
nice.
to have this nice bag.
It is. It's very, very nice. So for my final character, I have Milky.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right. So Milky.
Choppy's little girlfriend.
Choppy's girlfriend.
Chopper squeeze.
Yep. Chopper the Sanji eyes to Milky. So Milky, her first debut was in episode 757. She is a reindeer.
Mm-hmm.
And she
just
is
like Chopper.
Chopper's love interest.
Yeah.
But I think Milky has a love rival. For my opinion only. Tristan the squirrel and Wano that was helping Chopper come up with the vaccine and everything. The squirrel.
Oh, the little squirrel girl.
Yeah.
And then the goat dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could ship Chopper with Tristan.
Okay. Okay, I can
they,
see that.
Yeah, they were like working together and like they looked like they would make a good team.
Mm-hmm.
But he's obviously like, Chopper's more interested in Milky.
Yeah, I could see Chopper getting with a minx.
Of course. Yeah, I could see Chopper as a minx.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what we talked about in our last episode.
They see him no differently.
Or 2 episodes ago, we talked about giving the devil fruits no rules, no regulations.
Mm-hmm.
Under the rules and regulations was like Chopper being a minx and having
Mm-hmm.
a different devil fruit. Because like the human fruit's great and all, but like, I mean, the minx.
We don't know about Chopper without him being human form. We just know Chopper and his personality.
Well,
so if Chopper was a minx,
yeah,
and Chopper was to have a devil fruit that didn't let him have like transformations and stuff, because that's obviously something that the human fruit allows him to do.
To is transform into different things. Yeah, but I don't know. His rumble balls used to make him transform, right?
They do still.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was strictly what his rumble balls did, was make him transform. He would eat a rumble ball and transform into Horn Point.
Yeah.
He would eat a rumble ball and transform into.
But now he doesn't need that.
But
anymore.
now he doesn't need that anymore, which is weird to me. I feel like Oda rewritten him a little bit, like written him up a little bit, because the minx came into play and everyone's just like, "Yo, Chopper ate a devil fruit. He can't swim, and these people are minxes, and they have the same ability Chopper has, but like." That's not fair to Chopper,
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
True.
As me, like when minxes were introduced, I was like, oh, they all have the human fruit, basically.
Yeah.
It kind of upset me a little bit, but anyway.
But Chopper was just a normal deer before. Well, he wasn't normal because he had a blue nose, but I mean, the human fruit. You're right. It doesn't allow you to do like transformations, but it'd be like if you fed a sword fruit to an apple or something. I don't know how you make a fruit eat an apple of a sword.
How do you make
sword.
a sword eat an apple? How do you make a sword eat a devil fruit? But yeah, here we are, Fun fact about Milky is she's part of the Guardians. She's the only female character named.
The human fruit, is it a Zoan type?
I'm not sure. I know it's my favorite character, but I'll have to.
That's what I was kind of getting at with like where I misspoke about transformations. Because I'm wondering, like.
I mean, who knows? Oda could come out and say.
Is it a Zoan type or is it a normal type? Is it a normal type?
I don't think it's a normal type. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a normal type.
Okay.
But they say devil fruits seek out the people
that
for them
should
to eat.
have them.
Yeah, that should have them. That's why a human.
They appear.
That's why a human would never eat the human fruit.
Mm-hmm. Because that would be dumb.
Well, because the devil fruit would never allow them to. It would literally get out of their grasp.
I'm sorry, side theory. What if somebody was in a vegetative state and they fed them a human fruit?
Something would happen conveniently where that person wouldn't eat that fruit. Or if they did get fed that fruit, it was meant to be. That's how Oda's defined it, I think. Is like these devil fruits actually have like can seek out the people.
If the human does eat the human fruit, it would just make them more human. It would like turn them into like a more genuine person or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think would happen if a human ate the human fruit?
What would happen?
Yeah. So, as I said before, Milky, she was a guardian.
A guardian?
Under Cat Viper.
Okay.
She's the only female named guardian, so she can fight. So she'll be able to defend little Chopper. Chopper can fight.
Yeah.
When we saw in Wano, he slapped the crap out of Queen.
Ooh, yeah.
And then, he's a really good doctor. He does whatever he can. the side effects is what he needs to fix for his thing. Turning
you'll
baby
get there.
grandpa Chopper.
He'll get there. He's doing great.
Like I said, I totally ship Milky and Chopper, but I can ship Tristan too. The squirrel, I can ship her.
That's cool. I didn't know Milky was a guardian.
Yeah.
I didn't know she could fight like that. Nice.
Apparently so. She's the only named female guardian too. And she's Chopper's love interest. Like I said, I'll do it again just in case. Honorable mentions is Bartolomeo, Ballin Clay, and Boa Hancock. So like 3 on yours is honorable mentions for minor characters. Because the fact that they could be major characters in the show. Because of how prevalent they are in the show. That's why they're honorable mentions.
Yeah, Bon Clay could have a whole arc. Like he could have a whole 26 episode season just of himself.
That's why I didn't put him on the minor. That's the only reason why I didn't put him on the minor list. Is because they could be major characters.
It's because it's a little confusing what is a minor and what's a major character, because you can know the character so well in One Piece.
Because of how Oda writes the story in One Piece. Because One Piece is a world. It is a world story. You know, it's not just fight scene after fight scene like Naruto was, or like My Hero is. It's fight scene after fight scene.
And there is so much information out there about One Piece. Like, he may not tell you in the story, in the manga, what Luffy's blood type is. I mean, you found out because obviously he had to exchange blood with Jinbei, but I'm sure if you go online somewhere, you can get a booklet about information about all the Straw Hats. Like, they're going to have zodiac signs. They're going to have birthdays. They're going to have ages. The world is so built and expansive that it's the bare minimum of what Oda would do for his characters if they're created. They're going to have their own skin color, eye color, hair color, everything.
That's why whenever I was online surfing the web, I saw a D&D game based off of One Piece. I was like, yeah, that'll be easy to make. Because the world of One Piece is so extensive.
You would not run out of characters.
You wouldn't run out of story.
Yeah, and they all have devil fruits, so you can do it based off of that type of card.
And
you
your
can have
character,
fire cards for Ace.
Yep, and that's where we found some of our fake devil fruits in one of the previous episodes. Is we found the fake devil fruits from that D&D site. I think one or two I found was off that D&D site.
Yeah, one of the game sites.
I think the Cola one was off the D&D site. If I remember correctly, I think the Cola fruit was off the D&D site. That's why it's an unofficial fake devil fruit.
And it looks like Pepsi.
Pepsi, man. Cola looks like
It should just be a red can. There shouldn't be any blue on it. It should just be red and white. It shouldn't be blue, white, and red. That's toothpaste. It's giving Colgate. It's giving Pepsi. It's giving... Is Pepsi okay? No.
So,
only cola.
In conclusion, that is our 3 minor favorite characters in One Piece.
And this has been episode 7 of the Piece It Together podcast.
Hope you have a wonderful day or afternoon.
And we will see you guys in probably like 2 weeks because we're going on a cruise.
Yay! We're going on a cruise
to find the One Piece.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely probably be like updating or maybe throwing out some.
If only we had hashtags. Zoro as our navigator.
Yeah.
Let's take us right to it. Okay. Well.
Bye.
Peace.